monster spotting weekend. That's the monster. The monster just shouted out, focus.
Entertainment still to come for a new season on Thames.
After the headlines, Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee star in our late-night horror film, The Mummy.
Gunpowder won't shift that lipstick, Mr. H.
Well, actually, Mrs. B, I use this.
Aerial liquid?
Just rub a smidgen onto...
Look, dear, I'm the lady who does. You're the person who doesn't.
But, Mrs. B, it's so advanced, it even comes with its own washing machine, the Aerialette.
I'll never get a full load in there.
Just fill it up, chuck it in, and whack it on cool.
I'll do it again when he's finished.
It starts doing the biz, slap bang in the heart of the wash. There, Mrs. B, the whole wash cleaner than a clergyman's conscience.
Aerial liquid, clean to the heart of the wash.
Incredible. It's even managed to clean up your image, Mr. H.
It seems some people haven't yet discovered pure soya margarine. If they did, they'd find it has a pure, delicious taste that everyone likes. Discover soya margarine and bring a bit of taste back into your life.
Top drama for a new season on Thames. Jack the Ripper, starring Michael Caine as Inspector Aberline.
And why is Scotland Yard so interested in a local murder? My readers would love to know.
Back with a new brief, Rumpole of the Bailey, starring Leo McKern.
I'm scraping the bottom of your barrel, Rumpole.
Oh, thank you, Erskine Brown.
A White Knight is back in the shape of Boone.
Look who's talking. You look like an overweight football. Thank you.
And a new spy thriller, Game, Set and Match.
Sprung a little mold tonight.
Oh, I don't believe it.
I'm not the only one who went.
Drama still to come for a new season on Thames.
In Northern Ireland, a joint army and police patrol has come under attack in West Belfast, less than 3 hours after a bomb caused major damage in the city centre. Shots were fired and a drogue bomb thrown at the patrol in the Springfield Road area. The IRA has said it was responsible for the city centre bomb, in which at least 2 people were injured and buildings wrecked. The IUC say they were given a telephone warning 6 minutes before. It's the 3rd attack in the city centre in the past 10 days. Junior Health Minister Edwina Currie is under fire for telling old people to start knitting now to keep themselves warm in winter. Harriet Harman for Labour said, what elderly people need is not silly remarks, but a decent pension. Age Concern said, pensioners want more than advice about wool. A British doctor who's compiling a report on how the comic actor Roy Kinnear was killed has said he's unhappy about the circumstances. Mr. Kinnear died after a fall filming a horse-riding sequence in Spain.
Roy Kinnear had met up with some of his oldest friends for a remake of the classic Three Musketeers when the accident happened. He's riding behind when his horse slips. He was rushed to hospital, suffering only from a broken pelvis. The British doctor who examined him expressed concern about the hospital treatment he'd received. He's called for an inquiry.
What surprises me is that the pathologist's report is of traumatic shock and that there were no internal organs damaged and there was no report of the heart having suffered a heart attack as had been initially suspected.
And lastly, Glasnost Goes Pop. The rock band Big Country has made history by playing in the Russian embassy in London ahead of a major tour of the Soviet Union.
Peace in our time was the message thumping out from Big Country, who'll soon be touring the Soviet Union. The theme of peace was inspired by the summits between Gorbachev and Reagan.
I think we're breaking new ground altogether.
Are you a fan of Big Country yourself?
I am. And now I hope I will be much more addicted to their music.
I'll be back with more news later.
Tomorrow at 9, The Equalizer.
Joe, no! They're after me. They say that I killed her.
Davy Baylor is mentally retarded. He's not crazy. There is quite a difference, you know.
I never should have let him have that apartment. I should have kept him at home.
I'll get you out of here. I promise you.
What is the charge?
Murder in the second degree.
He doesn't understand. Stay out of the way.
Help me, Lord, please.
A desperate plea from an innocent boy. The Equalizer steps in tomorrow at 9 on Thames. A complete 24-hour Olympic information service is available for just 25 pence off-peak and 38 pence peak time. For instant results, call Thames Olympic Line on 0898 300 456.
Now then, I'd like to say hello to Martin Houston from Twickenham in Middlesex. He's written to me a couple of times on behalf of a friend, so he says, and his friend wants to take me to a world never envisaged in my wildest dreams, somewhere in Cricklewood. Sounds a little bit dodgy to me, Martin. Hope you enjoy tonight's film. It's called The Mummy.
I'm thinking about the sand on the beach, because that's really soft.
They're trying to describe a totally new kind of softness.
It's like snow and marshmallows. I think it feels like a squashy bun.
It comes from a totally new kind of fabric conditioner.
It's nice to hug things. Mine is a bit cuddly. It's lovely.
Introducing New Lenore in Original or Summer Fresh. It's almost too soft for words.
There's always an alternative. This is a rule. To prove it, here's alternative breakdancing.
Here's the alternative zebra crossing.
Here's the alternative portable hi-fi.
And here is the exception.
If you have a good business idea, why not get a proposition together and talk it over with the Royal Bank of Scotland? They may be able to help you turn it into a reality instead of just a pipe dream. The Royal Bank of Scotland.
Head and Shoulders. I didn't know you had dandruff. Shh. I don't.
Head and Shoulders.
I didn't know you had dandruff. I don't.
Tests prove it. With ordinary medicated shampoo, dandruff can still be there. But with Head & Shoulders used regularly, it's completely clear.
Head and Shoulders? I didn't know you had dandruff. I don't.
So don't have dandruff. Have great-looking hair.
If tartar built up on the teeth of a fork, you'd never allow it in your mouth. But you let tartar build up on your teeth, it's a breeding ground for bacteria, so your dentist has to scrape it away. But now, there's new, improved Tartar Control Crest, clinically proven to be more effective at reducing the rate of tartar buildup. New Tartar Control Crest, now more effective to help keep teeth tartar-free.
Gunpowder won't shift that lipstick, Mr. H.
Well, actually, Mrs. B, I use this.
Ariel liquid?
Just rub a smidgen onto...
Look, dear, I'm the lady who does. You're the person who doesn't.
But, Mrs. B, it's so advanced, it even comes with its own washing machine, the Arielette.
I'll never get a full load in there.
Just fill it up, chuck it in, and whack it on cool.
I'll do it again when he's finished.
It starts doing the biz, slap bang in the heart of the wash. There, Mrs. B, the whole wash cleaner than a clergyman's conscience.
Ariel liquid. Clean to the heart of the wash.
Incredible. It's even managed to clean up your image, Mr. H.
Nothing like a vigorous game of croquet to get the old pulse racing.
Sir?
Oh, no thanks, mate. I've already had lunch.
that's better. Pint at the pucker pallet, please. How did you go, Colonel?
Got through to the finals, young man. Absolutely unstoppable, what?
I'm not too sure, mate. You might have your hands full with the cavalry.
Foster's, the amber nectar.
Ah, oui, bien. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
Excuse me, do you speak English? Like a native. I'm you 12 months from now. God, my French has improved. Yes, it has since you did ET. You know, employment training. It helps you get this job as a tourist guide. Oh, well, then you can guide me to the nearest swimming pool. Come on, then. Right, here
If you're over 18 and been unemployed over 6 months, phone free 0800 246 000 about new employment training.
If the only thing stopping you getting a job is training, the only thing stopping your training is you.
Bye, kids.
Times have changed, but the great smell of Bisto will always bring 'em running. Real meat stock goes into Bisto gravy granules to make delicious, rich Bisto gravy that's ready whenever you want.
Ah, Bisto.
Gunpowder won't shift that lipstick, Mr. H.
Well, actually, Mrs. B, I use this.
Aerial liquid?
Just rub a smidgen onto...
Look, dear, I'm the lady who does. You're the person who doesn't.
But, Mrs. B, it's so advanced, it even comes with its own washing machine, the Arielette.
I'll never get a full load in there.
Just fill it up, chuck it in, and whack it on cool.
I'll do it again when he's finished.
It starts doing the biz, slap bang in the heart of the wash. There, Mrs. B, the whole wash cleaner than a clergyman's conscience.
Aerial liquid. Clean to the heart of the wash.
Incredible. It's even managed to clean up your image, Mr. H.
Vax is a powerful daily vacuum cleaner.
Clever.
But vaxing deep cleans your carpets by circulating a cleaning solution right through the pile, leaving your carpets dry enough to walk on.
Very clever.
Vax washes out dirt, grease and grit.
Oh,
And washes spills clean away.
now that's what I call clever.
Vax, Britain's best-selling vacuum cleaner, washes.
A business is a funny animal. It needs regular feeding to keep it ticking over. But when it sets itself new goals, all it needs to do is turn to the Royal Bank of Scotland. They have a full range of financial products to help make a company thrive. So if you want your business to really go places, talk to the Royal Bank of Scotland.
Around the front to check up.